possession. It's a Luka Doncic rebound. Kleba struggled mightily in the playoffs. Oh, and a nice take by Kleba, but I thought it him up. In fact, it affected Kleba's offensive game. A gifted three-point shooter was only 5 for 26 in that series a year ago.
Well, it's a tough task. At 6'10 and 240, he has the size, but he doesn't have the speed to kind of stay with the line, particularly on the perimeter.
Zoo in handcuffs, passes it back out late in the clock for Marcus Morris Sr. The three in route. And the rebound back tapped over to Morris, and the Clippers get another crack at it here. Beverly for three. And the Clippers coming up short so far, 0 for 3 to start.
Yeah, I thought PB had that nice little 15-foot jump shot in rhythm off the dribble, but he chose to back it up and shoot a three.
Doncic getting into the paint, a whistle and a foul by Doncic. Remember game 1 last year, the Clippers raced out to an 18-4 start against the Mavericks, but would trail at the end of the first quarter. Nice feed inside to Zoo, and he lays it in, and the Clippers are on the board. Rick Carlisle has gone out of his way in a couple of press sessions this week to talk about how great Ivica Zubac is and was last year. Beverly comes away with the rebound. Dallas 1 for 2. Clippers 1 for 4. Doncic. George gets around him. Good ball movement for the Clippers. Senior, good look at a three. Blocked by Doncic and recovered by the Mavs.
That was good offense, but better defense in that particular time. Doncic able to deflect the shot. And that's where this team is tough. You get a 7-footer plus. I can line it up from behind the three-point line. You got to identify where he's at early.
Porzingis missed almost 30 games, but when he has been on the floor, he has been good. Leonard barging his way down the lane. Another short one. And Tim Hardaway Jr. racing back the other way for the Mavericks. Hardaway Jr. has been in and out of the starting lineup. A whistle and a foul stops the clock. 9:23 to play here in the first quarter.
Well,
the catch with Finney Smith. Now picked up by Zoo. This matchup seems on paper to be a mismatch in favor of the Mavericks. It has been quite one-sided. In fact, Ivica Zubac has been the victor. Not there. We'll talk more about it as the game's the best defender against Luka Doncic a year ago.
And that's a lot of trust on that switch pick and roll to have that far out to get another great pass inside. You reward Zubac inside. But for the coaching staff to trust Zubac's defensive play by Luka, he had to shoot over height. Sometimes offense will win that battle.
Seeing a concerted effort to go into Ivica Zubac. Oh, leather larceny by Kawhi Leonard, and a foul against Kristaps Porzingis.
Is defensively setting the tone.
A guarded jumper by George misses badly. Rebound up for grabs. A scrum breaks out. And it's taken away by Finney Smith and the Mavericks. 9-4 start for Dallas. We'll talk about it in a minute, about why the first quarters have been so important for Dallas and why the Clippers, as you pointed out, defensively need to be tight as Luka Doncic gets to the rim, lays it in and draws. As the Clippers trail 12-4, Clippers look very tight offensively, but not the good kind of tight right now. Trying to play through some of those playoff nerves. Leonard, one of the best on the block in the league when posting up, draws the crowd, and understandably so. George going to have to bail him out here. Gets around Finney Smith. A whistle as he slides into the restricted area. It stops the clock with 3 points. Finney Smith, a seductive ball fake, rises inside with the flush. 14-6 Dallas.
Yeah, and what Dallas is doing to a good job of early is attacking this Clipper defense before it gets set. Up to that easy dunk.
That was that matchup that we highlighted. Doncic flings the three. Clippers come away with the rebound. Leonard spins his way to freedom. They kick it in the corner. Stay Reggie. The three in the air offline. And Doncic collars the loose ball. Luka now 6 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds here in the first quarter. Porzingis for three. And Zoo gobbles up his first rebound. Clippers just 2 for 10 to start. You can sense there is some nerves. Reggie inside, blocked from behind, and taken away by Finney Smith.
I always felt it was easier for the road team to come in particular in game 1, and be the looser up the twos. You see right here, Dallas is just flowing offensively.
You see how great of front runners the Dallas Mavericks are. That's the only time in NBA history that has happened. On top of that, when they have a 10-point lead, 39-2. So a great start defensively is required. Still plenty of time. It is worth pointing out the Clippers lost a couple of first quarters to the Mavericks in the playoffs last year and ended up winning those games. Leonard beats the buzzer and knocks it down 17-8.
Getting to his spot. That time Kawhi was able to spend it, feel comfortable, little shimmy shake, and then rise up and knock it in.
Cuts the lead down to single digits. By the way, Clippers, one of 5 teams, has a winning record when trailing by 10 in the first quarter. Cleva. Oh, another swipe by Kawhi, a whistle.
Oh,
and a foul on Kawhi. That from what we saw a year ago in Game 1. As I mentioned, Clippers led 18-4. They would ultimately trail at the end of one. Right now it is Dallas out in front by 11. Leonard dancing around the defensive Doncic, barging his way to the rim. And
to that last play, you said, well, maybe the coaching staff should have challenged it because it was obvious it wasn't a foul. But you want to utilize that challenge maybe later in the game at a cross-court pass from Doncic. There it is. It gets saved. He can see over the defense, and as soon as you help in, he's going to make a pass to his teammate for an open three.
Hardaway Jr. is playing and shooting as well as in
Phoenix. I mean, it just took me a minute. And again, I wasn't the main guy, but at the same time, played quality minutes. But it takes a minute for you to kind of flush those nerves off because you're so excited and anticipated the moment for quite some time.
Tough shot for Doncic, but he not one of the great players to make tough shots. Doncic has done it. Batum pretends to shoot the 3. Great look at the triple. Travian as Nicholas Batum knocks down the 3, 24-15.
Yeah, a little taste 3 against the defense of the Mavs that wasn't quite set.
Yeah, do not adjust your set. Those are actual live bodies just a few feet off of the court. And this truly